The Chicago Bears get it done on Christmas Eve as they beat the Cardinals by a score of 27-16 in a game which was a pretty ugly game, but a win nonetheless for the Bears to push us to 6 wins on the season, doubling our win total from last year. What's going on, guys? I'm back with another Chicago Bears post-game reaction video, which I'll be doing after every single Bears game this year. And Merry Christmas Eve to all you guys watching out there. I also wore my Christmas sweater for this episode, for this video, and it's gonna be a pretty short video because I got a lot of stuff to do for Christmas Eve, obviously with family, and it's getting to be super late now. It was a late afternoon game, which kind of sucks. I wish this game was earlier in the day, but hey, I'll take a Bears win anytime, any day of the week. And I know a lot of Bears fans are upset at us ruining our draft position in meaningless games because we don't have a good shot at the playoffs at this point. We still have a tiny shot, but we need the Rams, Seahawks, or the Vikings to like almost lose out, basically. Not the Vikings. I think the Vikings only have 7 wins right now. So we need the Seahawks or the Rams, I believe, to lose out completely, which is not very likely at all, obviously. I'd have to go back and check the actual scenarios for us to make it in, but it's not very likely at all, okay? We're probably not going to make the playoffs, so I know that Bears fans were upset at us winning this game, moving our own draft pick a little bit behind. But guys, we have the #1 overall pick likely coming. That is going to be a potential franchise-changing pick, and that's the #1 pick. Why do you guys care so much about our own pick, which anyways was not going to be in the range of Marvin Harrison Jr., okay? We won too many games before this game for us to have a chance at Marvin Harrison Jr. with our own pick, right? So I'm not sure why Bears fans are so upset at us, moving a few spots behind in the draft. Like, that's not going to be franchise changing for us in a bad way, probably, right? So I'm happy the Bears got the dub. I'm happy we got to be a little bit happy on Christmas Eve being a fan of this team, because usually we lose games like this, okay? We almost choked it at the end, but the Cardinals are a pretty bad football team, so we got a little bit lucky to, hold out and win this game at the end. But yeah, talking about this game, guys, okay, the Bears in the first half were absolutely dominating this team, okay? They were up 21-0 midway through the second quarter, and I was thinking, man, the Bears might win this game 36-7 or 45-22 or some crazy lopsided victory like that, but I should have known better. This is the Chicago Bears we're talking about, and until we prove differently, we are a very inconsistent football team that cannot step on the gas and build leads when we have the opportunity to do so, okay? We cannot put away teams with this current coaching staff and this current roster. And yes, Justin Fields gets blamed for that too, okay? Because in the fourth quarter, with the chance to go up by 21 points, he throws a terrible ball. Underthrown, it could have been released a little bit quicker to give Herbert the chance to catch it. I mean, Herbert had some steps on his guy, and Fields just could not make that throw, which, man, in that fourth quarter, that's so rough, okay? That's going to be a big stain on his game, whether, you like it or not, okay? And I think that Fields, for the other parts of the game, he played pretty decently, okay? He made a lot of plays in this game to help the Chicago Bears win, okay? With his legs, with his arm, especially when Cole Kmet was actually healthy, okay? When Cole Kmet went down with the injury, that really changed things for the Bears offense because there was nobody else really stepping up on this team, with DJ Moore also hurt, okay? DJ Moore was hurt on the first play of the game, so he was out there the entire game, yeah, but he clearly was not himself, okay? He was not really making the plays that we were accustomed to seeing DJ Moore make, and we already know that Darnell Mooney is a shell of himself for whatever reason. In year 4, it seems like he does not want to be here on this team. So, Fields didn't have too many guys to go to, honestly, in the second half. But still, like, you cannot make that throw in the fourth quarter to potentially give the Cardinals a chance to come back. Fields has to be better there. But again, Fields, rest of the game, he made some big-time throws, especially in that first half to Cole Kmet, one that was in traffic, one that was kind of just a heave down the field, but he showed the arm strength there to give Cole Kmet the chance to catch that ball. He had a couple nice quick passes, one nice one to, it was either Roshan Johnson or Khalil Herbert in the second half, where he fired the ball in the middle of the field to help pick up the first down. That was a nice, nice recognition by Fields, and nice, throw by Fields, right on the money, right on time. And his legs were a major reason also why the Bears won this game, okay? He had 97 rushing yards, and you cannot discount those rushing yards, guys. Like, I know that people say, oh, he's a quarterback, why should we care about his running numbers, his rushing numbers? It's because those numbers still matter. Those numbers help the Chicago Bears move the ball down the field, and he bailed the Chicago Bears out on some plays where it seemed like there was nobody open downfield. He just took off with his legs and got big gains through the ground. Okay, so the conversation around Fields is so toxic right now, where one side thinks he can do no wrong, he's the best quarterback in NFL history, while the other side thinks that he's the worst quarterback in NFL history. The Bears are never going to do anything with him. His numbers on the ground don't matter at all. He can't pass at all. Like, I'm not sure why Bears fans, are so toxic about this situation. Okay, Justin Fields is a talented quarterback, and yes, we have the chance to get a different quarterback through the draft, and whatever quarterback we end up having on the team next year, I'm going to support 100% with my heart, because I am a Bears fan first. Yes, I still believe in Fields' talent. I think that with the right staff, which is not Luke Getsy, okay? By the way, him and Luke Getsy were kind of arguing on the sideline. That went viral on Twitter. Fields kind of calling out Luke Getsy, which good for Justin Fields. Okay, go Jay Cutler mode and tell Mike Martz to fuck off, because Luke Getsy is a dumbass. But yeah, with the right staff, with the right pieces, I think Fields can have a lot of success, but it's not my decision. It's Ryan Pohl's decision. He knows a lot more football than any of us know, clearly, because he came from the Kansas City Chiefs. He helped draft Mahomes, develop Mahomes, and he put together good rosters with the Chiefs, and he's starting to do that too with the Chicago Bears. Look at the Bears right now have a decent roster that needs more help on it, obviously, but they definitely need a better coaching staff, and this, especially offensive coordinator, ain't it. Okay, on 3rd and 1, I don't understand what the fuck are these plays that Luke Getsy calls on 3rd and short. Okay, it's astounding to me that the quarterback sneak, the quarterback tush push is completely wiped out of the playbook after the early season success we had using those plays. Okay, why on 3rd and 1, 4th and 1 are we not going back to those plays which worked so well again in the early half of the season? It does not make any sense at all. It seems like Luke Getsy wants to find the hardest possible way to pick up that first down, and that's part of the reason why we've been so bad on 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1. And throughout this game, guys, Luke Getsy was not drawing up good route combinations to get guys open, okay, because there were times where I know Fields did hang on to the football, but even the commentators pointed out that nobody was open on those plays. So I do understand that we don't really have a good number 2 option, and especially in this game, like Cole Kmet was not available in the second half. That was a big loss, but against a bad Cardinals defense, and I know we still scored 27, so you can't complain too much about scoring 27 against any defense in this league, but we should have scored 31, 35, 40 plus, okay, with the better coaching staff, and also Fields did not make that mistake in the 4th quarter. But talking about the defense, guys, the defense, again, for the vast majority of the game was the same dominant defense we have seen here in Chicago the past almost like month and a half now, right? Like, again, ever since the Montez Sweat acquisition, the pass rush has been on point. We got some pressure on Kyler Murray in this game. I think we had a couple sacks, I want to say. We did have 2 sacks, one from Kyler Gordon and one from Justin Jones. And speaking of Kyler Gordon, man, this guy is taking the colossal year 2 step that we needed him to take. Okay, this guy was all over the damn football field in this game. He led the team in tackles with 7, and he was making really good plays against the run, hitting guys super hard, being super physical out there in the open field, and that's the type of cornerback that he is. Okay, he is a scrappy, physical type of cornerback that's getting better and better in coverage. Okay, we're not seeing him having the lapses in coverage that he had early on in his Bears career, because he's reacting quicker, he's being smarter out there, he's trusting his teammates as well, trusting the pass rush, and we're seeing a really good version of Kyler Gordon, this year for the Chicago Bears. And going forward, man, he could be a potential Pro Bowler if he continues, improving his abilities in coverage. So really happy to see the growth out of Kyler Gordon. The rest of our secondary also was fantastic in this game, sticking to their guys, being super physical, super scrappy. Jaquan Brisker had a play where he knocked the hell out of somebody going up for the ball. Jalen Johnson had a nice PBU. Tyreek Stevenson came from behind and knocked the ball out on a play. And I know Eddie Jackson had a few bad missed tackles in the second half, but Eddie Jackson in the first half was pretty decent at times too. I think Eddie Jackson might be gone though next year, because he is getting up there in age, and he's clearly not the same player he was back in 2018, 2017, 2019. So, Eddie might be gone soon. I still appreciate him, but the secondary is going in a young and exciting direction. Okay, this could be one of the best secondaries in football next year, okay, with how these guys are starting to develop. And the pass rush also, had moments. Okay, they had moments where they got pressure on the quarterback. They could have been a little bit better at times, but I still think they did good enough in this game. I mean, the Bears only allowed 16 points. That's pretty damn good I don't care who you're going up against. Okay, it's hard to hold offenses to under 20 in this pass happy, offense happy league. So leave your comments down below, guys. What did you guys think about this game? I know a lot of Bears fans are not going to be as excited because it wasn't a dominant victory. It was kind of ugly at the end, but anytime the Bears win, man, especially on Christmas Eve, I will be a happy guy, and I hope all of you guys enjoy your Christmas Eve. Don't try to worry about football, the Bears too much. Just enjoy your time with family and friends because that is what matters the most. And Merry Christmas, guys. As always, bear down.